LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
I have created the most advanced AI soldier.
The wait is over. Tron Ares now streaming on Disney+.
We are looking for something you've discovered. And some of us will stop at nothing to get it.
Ready?
The countdown is complete.
There's no going back.
Our directive is clear.
Hang on!
Tron Ares now streaming on Disney+. Rated PG-13.
This podcast is the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Gundam Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the Mobile Suit Gundam series, such as the multiple timelines, mobile suits, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, pilots, to another episode of the Gundam Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, also known as Ben of Tamaria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
You're
sorry. I'm good. I was just coughing. It's great. It's fine. But we are here bringing you 2 mobile suits in this one episode, which are suits you might not heard of because they're not in any of the shows. They are the Azalea and the Blazing Gundam. Now, if you have played the Gundam Breaker games like myself, you would definitely know where these mobile suits are from, because that's where they're from. Is from Gundam Breaker.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And they're awesome because I love the unique suits that we get from Gundam Breaker.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's so it's kit bashing and also more originality for mobile suits, where they're not constrained to a specific style for said show. That's why I really love the Gundam. That's why I really like the Gundam Fighters and Gundam Diver series, is because they're all original and have all unique concepts that they're not constrained to any particular universal lore.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, the first one we're going to dive into is the Azalea, which is a custom gunpla appearing in Gundam Breaker 3, and also makes a cameo in Gundam Breaker Mobile. A game you can't play anymore. And I'm sad to say I was not able to get that far in the game. I wasn't able to get that far in the game where they added the Gundam Breaker 3 stuff. Because they actually added story. They added story that would then eventually translate to GB4.
Yeah.
In a mobile game that you can't play. Anyway.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so the gunpla is built by Misa Satsukino. Satsukino. I could never remember how you pronounce her last name. But Misa, that's what everybody goes for by in GB4. They never say her last name in GB4.
Yeah.
So, but here, let me pull up the actual specs for the Azalea. It is its design base specifically is that of the Akatsuki Gundam, the Shenlong, the Impulse, the Rosen Zulu, and the Camphor.
A lot of suits.
It's based off of a bunch of different suits. Yeah. So yeah, it's a powerhouse of a suit. Not gonna lie, as we're going to get into the armaments. So it does have the M2M5D 12.5 millimeter CWAS. So the Azalea is equipped with a pair of head-mounted CWAS close-in combat system. The CWAS is a small caliber shell firing weapon designed to intercept incoming missile projectiles and lightly covered vehicles. It does also have the pair of giant bazookas from the MS-18E Kampfer. They are stored on the back when not in use. Yeah.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Right? You have to have some heavy armament somewhere, right?
It's kind of a mandatory part of Gundam.
You have to have heavy armaments. Absolutely, can't be light based here unless you're in G Fighter. That's different because it's more martial arts than actual, Gundams like with heavy armaments and all that. So in Gundam Breaker Mobile, it can also have the 120 millimeter machine gun. So this is a standard Zaku machine gun painted in matching colors. This is a shell firing gun that does not require energy to be used. However, the effectiveness against heavy armor is very limited. It holds 100 rounds per drum, and spare drums can be stored on the waist armor. Also has the in Gundam Breaker Mobile has the beam saber, which is a common pink bladed beam saber. Store location is unknown because it's in the mobile game.
In other words, it's magic and it just appears out of nowhere.
Yes, because it's a game.
Because magic.
Because game logic. It has the has the RGM SSHWF S00116 APA shield, which is also Gundam Breaker Mobile. It's also known as the improved shield from the RX-79 ground type, or the EZ-8, a forearm-mounted reinforced version of the RGM's shield commonly used by the Gundam ground type and the GM ground type, with a small additional armor plate that is attached to the surface that provides additional protection against projectiles and increases overall durability. Yeah, because you need it, and this is also Gundam Breaker Mobile. Because in GB3 and Gundam Breaker 3, which you can play on PS5 and PlayStation 4, as long as you get the Asian copy, which has the English subtitles. If you need English, if you need to read, which generally you should if you're in the U.S., she doesn't use a shield at all for her mobile suit, like whatsoever. No shield. So
fair enough.
GB3 is all, like, if you go and play Gundam Breaker 4, I will tell you now, it would be really hard to play GB3. First off, if you want to play GB3, you have to play in the import controls, which you can change the controller setup to where that's tailored to US controls. Just be aware the circle button is select and the X is back, not the other way around. Because in the US, it was always X is select and O is back. In Japan, for the PlayStation 4 and any of the PlayStation priors, it was the opposite. And then when PS5 came out, they made it universal to where X is select and O is back across all countries, to make everything uniformed, which is something they probably should have done, with the PS4. Anyway, it does have some special equipment and features, such as the weapons rack. So mounted on the Azalea's backpack are weapon racks, which are used to mount various weapons when not in use and can be ejected when expended. And it does have a special attack, which is this Gundam Breaker Mobile has special attack stuff that is not in Gundam Breaker 3 or Gundam Breaker Mobile or Gundam Breaker 4. So it has Burst Resurrection, which is a healing skill exclusive to support NPCs version in the Gundam Breaker Mobile, which literally just restores your health in battle because you only have one life.
Yeah.
So you can use, like, if I recall, there was in-game currency you could use, or paid currency, to where you could hit the retry button and it just resets your gunpla specifically to where you can continue the fight. I will say it was very hard with some missions. Just saying.
Yeah.
The later missions got super hard because you had to grind the freaking game like crazy.
Yeah.
That was the downside to it. So, with a little bit of its history, so Misa used the Azalea during the events leading up to the orbital incident, modifying and upgrading it to new forms along the way. Some years later, however, many of her friends had moved on, she returned to the familiarity of the base model. She was using this version when she was chanced to encounter members of the Sokai High Gunpla Club and struck up new friendships with them over numerous rounds of Gunpla battle. Which this is Gundam Breaker Mobile, because your main character, you are part of the Sokai High Gunpla Club. And let me tell you, the original suits in that game were awesome.
Yeah.
And we got one of them to be a model kit, which is the oh god, which one was it? Oh god, it's on the tip of my tongue. Now I have to look it up. And of course, I had to type out freaking Gundam Breaker Mobile. I can't just say GBM. Alright, Gundam Breaker Mobile, original. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. Gundam Breaker Mobile, here we go. Oh gosh. Oh, I could just learn all the story, I guess, on the freaking fandom page, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so there was the Gundam Artemis, the Gundam Atreus, or Arius. The Artemis and Arius were the two original ones you get through the game, which were so cool. And that's by the way, is what got me in love with satellite cannons, is because of those two Gundams, because they have the Artemis has the Gundam X as the base, and the Arius is the double X as its base.
Yeah.
As well as the Destiny, which is great. Helios. That's the one I'm thinking of. Gundam Helios is the one that we actually got a model kit of.
Yeah.
Which is great. And it's also in GB4. You see the three main characters from Gundam Breaker Mobile, the one of them you play as, make an appearance in GB4.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great. It's weird having them voiced. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's weird hearing them voiced.
That's fair.
And then, though feeling stuck in a place compared to her former colleagues, her nostalgia for those days made her reluctant to move beyond the Azalea. In the end, her relentlessness made her push herself to try new things, including a turn using a God Gundam at an amusement park Gunpla battle event. She was suddenly inspired to create the Blazing Gundam in a time to compete in the GB Festa, and as a result to fight alongside a certain wayward friend again. Yeah, which obviously we'll get into the Blazing here after the mid-break, but I love, like, if you have the chance to play GB3, I highly recommend it. The story's really good. And then if you go play GB4, or if you've already played GB4, you'll get the callbacks to the events of GB3, which is why I love having Gundam Breaker 4 as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I especially after the previous one that they tried to do.
Yeah.
God, I hate it.
That's fair.
The main thing was I was not expecting GB4 to be an actual sequel to GB3's story.
Yeah, that's fair.
That threw me for a loop, because everybody playing the game and like want to know more about these characters from the previous game. Without importing a copy, you can't play the game.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating. I only know like obviously the references and everything because I played GB3 like years ago when I found out that the PS4 was not region locked. So then I started, I can import it and play the game because I've always wanted to play these games. And the other 1 and 2 were PS3 exclusives, so I can't play those because I don't own a PS3. I don't know if those had stories.
Yeah.
I think 3 was the first one to have a story.
I don't know.
Oh, now I'm going to have to look this up while we're on the show. Does Gundam Breaker have a story? Not GB4. I already know GB4 has a story. 6 years after the events of GB3. Does Gundam Breaker 1 have a story? No, it does not. Gundam Breaker 1 does not. And does Gundam Breaker... Okay, Gundam Breaker 2 does have a story which features a narrative involving the Gunpla World Festa 2024. Which is funny because the game did not come out in 2024.
Yeah.
The game came out in 2014. That was 2 years ago for us. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That's weird.
So includes a play within a play scenario. The protagonist, an irregular from another dimension, is summoned to an abandoned hangar aboard the build to strike Gundam and joins the Archangel team to escape the colony Frontier 4. Okay, so what? Okay, I want to look more into that. That's interesting.
For sure.
I have all 3 games. I have the Japanese copies of Gundam Breaker 1 and 2. By the way, they do not have English subtitle versions, so good luck. Yeah, I want to look more into that after the show. Anyway, let's take a quick mid-break, thank our listeners, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. This is nothing to do with the lore of Gundam. Here, we want to thank all our amazing listeners. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. And if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/GundamLoreCast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also leave us ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud next time on the show. You can also go to a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Band of Friends Podcast in Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that we host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Dragon Ball Lorecast, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So there was all that because we didn't have any new comments this week, so it is what it is. But yeah, as far as news, oh boy, is there news. First off, we'll have more news. We'll break down the news next week because as a recording, it hasn't been officially announced yet. But they are going to be revealing the new details and I'm assuming release window for a Gundam Assemble on March 4th. As we're recording, this is March 3rd, so we don't have all the info yet. We do know it's going to be much more affordable than Games Workshop games.
That does not take much.
No, it does not. Gundam itself is already cheaper. You can get an entire model kit.
Yeah.
You can get an entry grade for $13. $13 for Games Workshop doesn't give you diddly squat.
Yeah. I've not seen a single thing from Games Workshop that would be anywhere near that cheap.
Nope. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll have more info into it next week, so stay tuned there. The other big news, I'm sure Jesse really wants to talk about this.
I am excited about the new crossover with Apex. I haven't played Apex in quite a while at this point. A, because I just fell out of it, and B, because it kind of got pretty sweaty. But the amount of things that got announced to be in it make me want to go back.
So here I have a list. Kodojo, which I recorded the Holocron histories earlier before this show, sent me a snapshot of all the characters with what they are skins for. So we have Alter as the Gundam Epion, Valkyrie as Wing Gundam Zero, Reverent as Gundam Death Scythe Hell, Conduit as Gundam Ariel, Crypto as Freedom Gundam, Mirage as the Destiny Gundam Spec 2, which that version is from the Freedom movie. Yeah. We have Octane as the G-Quix, and we have Gibraltar as the She Gundam. And then they also have the Crabber, which is a sniper rifle apparently, as the Buster Rifle.
Now, not listed and not even announced in the video, but something that I caught was there is a short scene in the trailer where there's a character, I think it's Wraith, that essentially does like a sideways flip and shoots the bow upside down, dressed as Char.
What?
Yeah.
I must have missed that because I watched the trailer too, and I did not see that.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
It's before they start announcing like the actual skins of who they're gonna be.
And by the way, they went really quick. Like you could
they
barely
did.
tell.
You
like,
had to like
what was,
slowly go through it and pause it and take
see
screenshots to
what
see
is
what it is.
who is who and what is what. It was really quick, and I was like, I didn't get to see who. Like, I know what these suits are, but like they're going super quick with this. But yeah, it looks like out of all the Gundam crossover collab events that they've done in the past year, I would say this is probably the best one I've seen.
Yeah, I would. It's I can't think of the character's name.
You also see beam sabers. We see beam sabers in the trailer. We see the Buster Rifle. We see the Buster Rifle is like combined mode to where it like shoots the gigantic laser.
I know who it is. It's not Wraith. Hold on. Let me.
Oh god, he's skimming through the trailer.
No. I had actually taken a screenshot of this already. I just need to find the scrolling through the character list really quick because I don't remember their name.
Oh my god, that is Char. What the heck? That is hilarious.
It's Sparrow.
Oh my god.
Sparrow's ability is the bow. And that's what the bow is. So it's Sparrow.
Oh my god. And by the way, I guess is this a new map or the current map to where it's gonna have
according
a
to
full-size...
the Gundam info.
Okay.
Broken Moon transforms into a full Gundam battlefield for the event, with destroyed mobile suits scattered across the terrain, massive climbable wing Gundam statues, and ships battling overhead. You can grab the Buster Rifle from care packages and launch skyward for aerial recon, scan through walls to mark every enemy, and fire laser beams that cut through cover and explode on impact.
Ooh, and utilize bit
staves
staves as shields to absorb damage while pushing through the enemy lines, or switch to drone command to patrol, scan, and attack trespassing players. Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Because bit staves are from the aerial specifically.
Yeah.
Unleash lethal Gundam abilities with new wild cards. Epion's Lash adds a magnetic melee pool, tactical ability, and more. Heavy Arm's Salvo marks enemies for air support missile strikes after landing multiple hits. Zero Sacrifice triggers a self-destruct explosion on death, taking down nearby enemies with a player. Zero Rebirth allows players to enter the void when knocked, and then exit with 1 HP, temporary invulnerability, and health regen. Gundam skins, cosmetic rewards galore. Players can celebrate their love for the fandom with legendary cosmetics, Gundam inspired skins, and a limited edition gunpla drop, and more. A limited edition gunpla drop.
That is the next section.
Oh, of course I didn't see that. To celebrate the Apex Legends Gundam event out of game, there will be 3 limited edition Apex Legend Gunplas available for sale. Each kit will be available for pre-order online starting March 18th. Okay, PTS, so Pacific time. So this is
good.
Second week of the event because this starts the 10th, right?
Yeah, so
This is
it'll
dropping the
start
10th.
next week. Yeah.
And we have they're all real grades. Freedom Gundam Apex Legend Crypto version, Wing Gundam Zero, Endless Waltz Apex Legends Valkyria version, and Gundam Epion Apex Legends Ultra version. Okay.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't played Apex since it first dropped. Because
it's been a while.
When it was announced, I was like, this is a Titanfall. This is like in the world of Titanfall. Thinking, oh my god, this is going to play like Titanfall. Yeah. I start playing, I was like, this is not Titanfall.
No. It is very not Titanfall.
So, okay. Cool. I was not expecting to see the Gunpla drop, but that's still pretty sweet.
It's great because, like, the last time I played, one of the characters that I really liked was Alter. And so now I can play as Epion, as Alter.
And you just get the freaking whip.
Yeah,
Epion's the tail whip.
And it can be the tail. Yeah, it's very, very good.
I might have to download Apex for this, damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-download it sometime this week so that it's ready.
I already have GB4 and Gundam Breaker Mobile and G Generations and also Battle Operations 2. Why is Gundam is doing so many collabs now?
They really are.
There's so many collabs for Gundam. Like currently in my store, I have the Hatsune Miku like statue for the 40th anniversary.
That's kind of awesome.
Or 45th anniversary, or whatever is 45th anniversary.
Yeah, 45th.
So
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I don't own a single Hatsune Miku thing. That's the one thing I intended to buy.
Fair.
Because she even has like a beam saber on her back, like the beam saber stick.
Yeah.
And she has the RX-78 shields on her twin tails and also on the mic. And she's wearing
fantastic
a Federation uniform, which is hilarious.
Oh, I love it.
All right, well, let's get back into more of the second half of the episode, which is the Blazing Gundam. All right, you know what I completely forgot for the first half? I forgot to go over the Azalea's variants.
Oh, yeah.
So we have the Azalea, obviously, which it gets developed into the Azra Revive. So this is also in GB3. This is later DLC. So its design bases are the Justice Gundam, Gundam X, the Tallgeese 3, the Razan Zulu, and the Stark Jigen. It's a much, much better design of a mobile suit. Like if you look at that, like the original version, and you look at the Revive version, I was like, oh, she upgraded her talent.
Definitely.
Is heavily armed because it has 20 millimeter CWAS, a Vulcan breast Vulcan, a mega cannon from the Tallgeese, the heat rod from the Tallgeese, the hyper DODS rifle, the Shenlong shield, the shorts Guder with the anti-ship sword from the Sword Strike. And it also has some like optional parts, the wing binders, knee crusher, large beam cannons, and a GN drive. So essentially, the GN drive essentially can make it go Trans Am.
Yeah,
it's freaking sweet. Yeah,
it's all ridiculous and it's all amazing.
That it is. All right, now getting into the Blazing Gundam. So, We see this gunpla. It first appears in the Gundam Breaker Battlelog original anime. It is first debuted in Gundam Breaker Mobile. So, yeah, Gundam Breaker Battlelog is a story that takes place after the events of Gundam Breaker Mobile, or is this before the crossover? I think this might be connecting into the crossover. It's an ONA. After intensely... Okay, so here's the synopsis. After intense fighting, the Gunpla Battle U.S. Championship enters final round. Here, a figure of certain fighter appears. A few months later, Misa, building a new Gunpla in the Ino shopping street, seems to be in a worse mood than usual. As an outlet for her unfocused anger, she used her completed Gunpla in a simulator and enters battle, but the Gunpla is suddenly restrained. On the eve of the huge GB Festa event, the fates of Gunpla fighters are at a critical juncture. I believe this is... Okay, so this is before the events of the crossover event they did in Gundam Breaker Mobile.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is what connected into Gundam Breaker Mobile from GB3.
Makes sense.
So this is a Gunpla created by Misa. The Blazing Gundam is a custom-designed Gunpla built from the concept of being a sibling unit of the Burning Gundam, inspired by the other sibling parents, such as the Rising and Shining Gundam. Yeah, it is. It's freaking sick. I love this mobile suit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The core lander docking gimmick and the transformation mechanisms to hyper mode seems to be seen in the Burning Gundam was omitted, significantly reducing the weight of the Gunpla. It was reborn as a ultra high speed close combat machine that uses brilliant martial arts foot techniques and powerful attacks. As its name implies, the Blazing Gundam is capable of fierce and fiery battles. Yeah. And this is also in GB4. You can get the Blazing Gundam in GB4, which is awesome. And it's its own model kit. That I do have. It's related to Burning Gundam and Shining Gundam. I have to have this thing.
That's fair.
G-Fighter's one of my favorites next to Seed. Like, I have to have this. So, with its armaments, we have the Vulcan guns. So, 2 pairs of shell-firing Vulcans with high rate of fire are mounted in the head. When the Blazing Gundam equips in its additional Blazing Mask armor, the 2 bottom-most Vulcans are covered. We have the Beam Tonfa, so a pair of handheld physical melee weapons. They are stored on the sides of the backpack. They can be used as normal Tonfas, but also generate a beam blade from their tips. Their distinct shape allows them to be used for striking attacks and for defense. And then we have the beam swords. So similar to the sibling unit, the Blazing Gundam is equipped with beam swords on both hips. They are powerful enough to easily cut through armor made of Gundanium alloy. These swords are also called the Blazing Slash. Essentially based off the Burning Slash from the Burning Gundam. So, and then does have some special attacks. So we have the Blazing Shot. The manipulators can fire a Blazing Shot attack, firing a beam from their palms when they are placed together. Also known as Hadouken. Just, I mean, that's what that is. It's a Hadouken. And then, oh dear God, we have the Bakusai Blazing Kick, the Blazing Gundam's most powerful special move, where it uses all its thrusters on the entire body and full output to deliver a super high-speed jumping kick to the opponent. The tips of the foot glows dazzling emerald green while delivering the kick. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then special equipment and features. So the Blazing Boost Projector. So deployable thrust units equipped on both forearms. There are propulsion devices that can be used to deliver an accelerated punch. It also enables alternate maneuvers that cannot be performed by normal mobile suits. We have the Blazing Mask, which is an anti-debuff equipment styled as a mask, designed by Kadamatsu, the support engineer from Misa's Gunpla battle team, who is a character that you meet in GB3, who designs and creates one of your companions. So you, the player, Misa, are on your team, and then you have Roboto, or Roboto?
Like that.
Yeah, it's a... Oh, I think it's Roboto. Let me see here. Robota. Sorry, Robota. Which is an SD Gundam. So, the only SD Gundam in the entire game that you can have. He's on your team. You can change his output, though, to, like, he's default as Night Gundam, but then you can eventually change it into different versions of SD Gundams.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And then we do have a variant. So this is a modified Blazing Gundam used by Misa in Gundam Breaker 4. Uses the same base construction of the Blazing Gundam, but the color pattern is of the Azalea line, which it's dubbed the Azalea Blazing. So,
yeah.
It's just the Burning Gundam with pink and white instead of red and white. That's all it is. Because the standard pattern of the Blazing is red and white.
Yeah.
And then for notes and trivia for the Blazing, 2 versions of the Gunpla is available in Gundam Breaker Mobile. The Power Attribute version is exclusively released for the Super Sokai Festival banner, and while the 3-star Technique Attribute version is released for the Breaker Battlelog 1 collaboration event. In the Breaker Battlelog 7 event held in December 1st, one of the Blazing Gundam's attack up ability can be altered into an EX skill. Not like this matters because you can't play the game. Which is so... It's mind-boggling they didn't keep this game live.
I don't understand what the purpose of shutting it down was.
Let me see. On April 5th, 2023, it was announced that the game would be ending service worldwide. On June 5th, 2023, 2 months shy of its 4th anniversary.
Ooh.
Did they say why they canceled it? Let me see. See if they had any... this is the first Western release of a mobile game for the Gundam franchise. That is true, actually. I don't think they show a reason on here. Let me see. Why did Gundam Breaker Mobile shut down? The shutdown of the Gundam Breaker was not officially disclosed by Bandai Namco. It was speculated the game's closure may be due to the combination of factors, including the gradual decline in user base and revenue, as well as the company's decision to focus on other projects such as Gundam Revolution. I don't know that one. The game's in-game currency purchase of the hard chips was disabled prior to the shutdown, and all items could still be used until the service ended. Yeah, so there's not like an official reason why it was shut down, but it sucks because I mean, they could have killed the online portions and keep the campaign going. Yeah, they could have done that at least. I would have loved to do that. What is Gundam Revolution?
Great question. I know what Gundam Evolution was.
Yeah, same. I know that one. Not Evolution. Gundam Revolution. Every time I put it up, it's Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad choice. They should have kept with mobile. Because Evolution lasted a year. Not even a year.
Not even. And do you know what's it kills me with that because that was actually a good game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I mean, it was just like any other hero shooter, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I used Barbatos was great. Or what did I? What was another one I used? I used Barbatos a lot because I'm the mace.
Yeah.
Can't remember what other mobile suit. What other suits were in that game?
Mobile suits. Here we go. There were actually a lot of them in it. Because there's just the normal RX-78.
Okay, here we go. Yep. RX-78, Zaku shooting equipment. The Zabazi, GM Sniper 2, the Dom Trooper Gun Tank, Power Rider, Gundam Barbatos, Methius, Ashlamar, Turn A Gundam, the Gym, Gundam Exia, the Marasai, Zaku 2 Melee Loadout, Mario, Unicorn Gundam, New Gundam, Hyperion Gundam, Gundam Heavy Arms Custom Endless Waltz, Gundam Dynamis, Susanoo, Zeta Gundam, and the Camphor. So, I mean, it had a decent pool of lineup. Let me see. Yeah. I obviously used the RX-78. Used the Zabazi a lot because I love funnels. I've loved using the funnels in that game. I tried to use the Gym Sniper. Didn't like it. I didn't like sniping in that game.
I liked playing as Dynamis.
I definitely used Barbatos because the mace. Trying to think if I used any other ones. I don't think I used any other ones because I stopped playing after a little bit because it was really repetitive and it was only on PC.
Yeah.
And at the time, I only had a gaming laptop,
I think they put it on console at one point.
Did they? I don't think they did.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation. It was on PlayStation.
It was?
Because I played it on PlayStation.
Oh, God. I played it on PC.
Yeah.
When was it? Oh, God. It was on PS4. It was on PS5, too? What?
Yeah.
When? I don't remember that. Let's see. It came out October 26, 2022. And it ended on July 19th, 2023. So not even a full year.
Yep.
Oh my. Oh, wait, no. On November 29th, official servers for all regions were shut down. Okay, never mind. So on November 29th. So it lasted a little over a year. Like a year and a month.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah. Should have kept the mobile game. It was a gotcha game. They were making money. Just should have made things cheaper. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, yeah, that's what we have this week. So cool stuff. Stay tuned for more info for Gundam Assemble. So we'll have more news for that next week once the news actually goes live. And I'll be ready to play because I have 9 mobile suits already for Gundam Assemble.
From getting the card game, yeah.
From getting the special editions of the first. No, I have 12.
Right.
Because they're each. I had all 4 decks with the special editions, so each deck went with 3 suits each. By the way, they did confirm when you buy a Gundam Assemble kit with the models, you also get a booster pack for the card game. So they're like, literally, you can go double into this.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be it's a money pit. It's gonna destroy my wallet because you know I'm gonna buy it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna buy it, play it, try to play it if I could find people to play it with. Jesse, come up to Columbus.
That's the problem. That's such a long drive.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that stuff. So, do you have anything else for this week's episode for the Blazing, the Azalea?
Do not think I do.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Gundam Lorecast, and remember, pilots, Stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share how you got into the Gundam series, and you can even find us on Twitter at Gundam Lorecast, and even email us at gundamlorecast@outlook.com.